Hello everyone. So I have shown this image right here before. This eventually has become a big mess, and I thought we'd try to talk about this and try to figure out what the hell to do over here, okay? And also there's a handful of movies that I want to talk about, and I want to deal with this first before talking about them. So the thing is, when I started doing this, I had this kind of idea in my mind here that, like, I tried to keep it relatively objective here by having these kinds of measurements right here. So anything below 5 is not worth your time, and everything above 5 and above is kind of worth your time. 5 is like, it isn't really that good, but like you still get something out of it, like it was worth your while or whatever. And then here, so with 8, some movies just have the sauce, okay? And then for 8, it either has the sauce or is nearly perfect. And then 9 is perfect or like nearly flawless, nearly perfect, and it has the sauce. So 8 is like one or the other, 9 is both, and then 10 is just directly perfect. However, all these things in 9 here, even though I like them a lot, I can see problems with them. I haven't watched, I swear to God, Shawshank Redemption and Green Mile. I just added them because they're here, because they're like on the top of IMDb. I haven't watched them in a long while. It's been like years. However, Oppenheimer though, I specifically remember like some problems with audio mixing or whatever. I remembered that. However, as I've continued doing this, and if I recall correctly, we have like 138 or something things here now that we've dealt with, that I've like at least tangentially mentioned. And this has been kind of a mess. Like, I think I tweeted this the other day when I did like Joker. Right in between Inside Out 2 and The Batman is Katamari Damacy. I'm not saying Katamari is bad. I'm just saying it it is kind of ridiculous when you look at some things. Another problem I come across is, for example, well, this here is like the easiest to find right here. I think Parasite is better than Joker. However, surely Parasite has flaws. I cannot remember right now for the life of me, but I'm pretty certain that it does have flaws. And I definitely know Joker does. Like, I would say Joker has flaws. But I don't want to add Joker into 8. I don't believe it's like an 8. I believe it would be a 9. However, I do believe Parasite is better than Joker. And eventually, I've decided, you know what? Not perfection. I'm gonna make a video about this later too. But like, Courage the Cowardly Dog was right. One of the morals of that show, you cannot be perfect. Perfect doesn't exist. And so I believe if we start using 10 out of 10 here, and I already know some things I would add into 10 out of 10, like a handful of these stuff in 9 out of 10 would be put into 10 out of 10. It would like really relax this side over here. Another thing, this barometer here of like worth your time, not worth your time is pretty easy. However, afterwards, 4, 3, 2, and 1 is kind of difficult. It isn't so difficult when like I know some things are better than the others, or like I think they are. For example, Ghostbusters Afterlife and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, I think the name was. I think both of them are bad, but I do think Frozen Empire is better than Afterlife. But then we come into another problem, kind of recently. Madam Web and Joker 2. So, Joker 2 turned out to be so bad that it got less of a rating than Madam Web. However, again, like objectively, quote unquote, because like this, even though this is supposed to be like my personal opinion, I tried to keep it like I tried this in vain. I had this idea that I would keep things objective and try to sort it out with these measurements here. However, I've realized that, this is opinion, bro, and it cannot be objective. On one hand, I feel objectively, technically, surely Joker 2 is better than Madam Web. However, also, I do kind of get it because in Joker 2, I enjoyed my time less in Joker 2 than I enjoyed my time in Madam Web. Like, I wanted to I considered walking out of Joker 2 when I watched it in the theaters. I really didn't like it that bad. So, like, I said I'd consider, like, switching things up. That in combination with like the problem we have over here with 10 out of 10, I think we need to figure that out. So I'm going to get all of these, push them over to the side. Let's keep like the things on the side slightly visible. And then now, really quick, I would need to watch these over again. I'm willing to like rearrange it. But personally, like my 10 out of 10 would easily be Oppenheimer. I don't know if I want to put Binding of Isaac Repentance over there. It would easily be Oppenheimer, which now I have to scroll these. Oppenheimer, there we go. 10 out of 10 would easily be Oppenheimer, Chainsaw Man, Spider-Verse, and I'm not sure if I want to put Blade Runner there. But Parasite. Yeah, I think that's good. So, Chainsaw Man. Where's Chainsaw Man? I'm not even joking with Chainsaw Man. I don't even like anime. I'm gonna like make a video about that later. But like honestly, Chainsaw Man is like one of my favorite things I've ever watched. Boom. Let's put these over here. Okay, there that is. So I think that's basically my 10 out of 10s over there. Next, let's just go from the beginning, from the bottom. So first we have Minecraft. Over the years, in general, like as a whole, that's kind of a problem you have too with some of the things. So for example, like right here, there's Binding of Isaac and then Rebirth, which like is a sequel game, sure. But then, for example, Repentance is a DLC for Rebirth. So like, what do you really do with that? Like, how do you consider that? Kind of say that's like do you consider Minecraft as a whole right now, or like versions? Like obviously, if you want to, people do make tier lists of Minecraft versions. But for shows, for example, I haven't watched Invincible yet, but for shows like Invincible Season 1 and Season 2, Last of Us Season 1, Season 2, The Boys Season 1 to 4, do you rate the show as an entirety or just by season? As an entirety, overall, I think like Minecraft has a sauce. I think 8 is a good place. And like Minecraft has become just so big that it definitely has flaws without a doubt. Actually, I don't know, like maybe it's just because I played for like practically or like more than a decade, I believe, that maybe it's gone below, like overall, it doesn't really feel that great for me anymore. I don't know, I feel like I want to add it next to Journey though, or like in front of Journey, because that came first. Actually, yeah, like I need to move on from this like perfect idea. Yeah, Minecraft can go to 9 out of 10. It's just Minecraft has so many problems at this point that like I permanently play with keep inventory because of like random glitches, like random fall damage happening or whatever. That's what, so like it's that bad, it gets that bad sometimes. Next, we have goddamn Happy Wheels. I don't even know when oh yeah, years ago, bro. I think 6, again, overall, like right now, I mean, people don't even play on browser anymore, but overall, Happy Wheels is just like, you know, it wasn't really that great to begin with, and even now, it's not that great either. So either 5 or 6. I feel like, you know, like for the time, I think it was okay. Yeah, I think 6 is okay for it. What do I have? Dead Rising 3. Dead Rising 3, it was such a fucking slog at the end that I like really didn't like it. However, Dead Rising as a franchise, I do accept, you know, Dead Rising 1 just got a remaster. I do accept that it was kind of like different at the time, but like, you know, maybe Dead Rising 3 wasn't really that good. I think the best might be Dead Rising 1. I haven't even played, but just like what I hear, I think this is fine. 8-bit MMO, like a game I played years ago. I think 2 is a pretty fine place for this. Outlast, where is Outlast? There it is. 7 out of 10 for Outlast. I think so. I think this works. There's gonna be a running theme. I feel like mostly I'm okay with the placement of these, but just a few that like really affect the positioning. It's mostly at the bottom and at the bottom and at the top that I kind of have problems. And if I rearrange the bottom and the top, that'll like even out the middle. So the Darkness 2. Darkness 2 was just like a fine game. You know, I got something out of it. It wasn't really bad. 5 is okay for it. Iron Lung. I don't think Iron Lung deserves to be on 4. It's definitely a unique and different experience. See, that's kind of like a big important thing for me. I believe like they should be unique and different and, you know, give you something, add something different to your life. Like versus all the generic slop or whatever. So I definitely believe it's above worth your time. However, it was quite boring to me, and like the controls are unique, yes, but like objective wise or whatever, I guess like yeah, I'm just trying to justify it. I think it just 5 is okay. League of Legends, goddamn. League of Legends is the devil's game, but you know, like being more objective with it. As someone who's had problems with League of Legends over the years, recently, relatively recently, like nearly a month ago, I opened it, I played it, and I very obviously had lag. However, the indicator at the top right didn't say I was lagging. And from that point on, it just became a joke to me. I don't want to go into a huge point about it, but both that and skins and the fact that like, I mean, I believe League of Legends is kind of shady, not even lying. Like, being owned by Tencent, I like saw with my very own eyes that moderators of the goddamn League of Legends subreddit were like deleting posts from the subreddit about bugs. The game has bugs. So many bugs League of Legends has. And personally, for example, one champion that I played had bugs, and then like a few patches later didn't have bugs. However, I looked, or like didn't, that bug like got fixed. However, I looked and there was no patch notes about it. They very much show that they fix less, because like then it seems like it's less broken, and you know, it seems like they have a better product in hand. Yeah, there's that problem, and the skins are just like again, everything is an opinion or whatever, isn't it? But I feel like the skins are just objectively bad. Not even like I don't like how it looks, but like in a sense that, holy crap, this is affecting gameplay like too much. Be it skins having different sound effects that sound like something else. For example, Victorious Aatrox, I think it is, sounds like a message when he throws his Q or whatever, when you get DM'd in League of Legends. And a lot of the Darkstar, there are a lot of skins, and a lot of them are frankly really derivative, and they look like each other. Also, on top of that, skins look like other champions at this point, and you can't even tell their skill shots. I think, like, you know, trying to put personal stuff aside, I think just like League of Legends is just like too bad of a fucking game at this point. So I think 3 is fine. I know I didn't want to go into a tangent, but like, there we go. The Binding of Isaac, the first game. Honestly, the first game is, I mean, I think I'm kind of burnt out of it. Like, once you have Rebirth and then also Repentance, I think it just like makes it look worse. You know, it's kind of like the deal I was saying earlier. Like, I think Inside Out 1 and 2 are okay, like pretty much the same. But like, I don't feel like Joker and Parasite are equal. Like, one is definitely better than the other, and I don't want to put them in the same thing. So, yeah, I think 7 is okay. It running on Flash or whatever, I think it was, not Flash, but like the engine isn't that good. And you can definitely feel it. I just think Rebirth is better. Speaking of Rebirth, next we have Rebirth. Yeah, I think this is a fine spot for it. And then Wooden Floor. Where's Wooden Floor? Wooden Floor over there at 2. A crappy, you know, a crappy kind of nothing horror game. Yeah, it's fine here. Over at 2. Next, Journey. Journey, I have no idea what to say. Journey, like, is a game that kind of like leaves you speechless, in my opinion. I think it definitely has a sauce. Really, it was really beautiful and pretty. Outlast Whistleblower. This kind of yeah, I might actually kick the first Outlast down here. I'm not sure. I definitely feel like Outlast Whistleblower, the DLC, is better than the Outlast game. I think so, but I don't know. Yeah, this is a problem. Outlast. I feel like Outlast Whistleblower is better than Outlast. However, I don't think Outlast is 6. You know, and I'm definitely not gonna organize this within itself. So I think this is just okay having these both here together. Hatman the Shadow Ward. Another kind of nothing game. I think it's fine over at 2. Hatman the Shadow Ward was better than Wooden Floor. Maybe I'll knock Wooden Floor down to 1. See, with these it's just I don't want to feel like an ass. You kind of feel like an asshole too, you know. These were like somebody's just like I don't think they're passion projects, but it's just like some project that like some guy had and like shitting all over it. I don't know. I think I will kick Wooden Floor down to 1. I mean, like, you know, where I can't remember who like made that joke, but like when critiquing someone else's drawing, you know, I can't even draw a stick figure, dude. Like, how are you? It's incredible. Yeah, I can't even code. Like, next we have Countless Rooms of Death. I played this years ago, and like it's like hidden on the channel somewhere. Feel free to find it if you really want to. It's not that good a game. It's not even not that good. It was like actually anyway. Boogeyman. There it is. The Boogeyman. All of like Stephen King stuff. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of Stephen King. We got I can't even count. The Boogeyman, I think 4 is perfectly sufficient for the Boogeyman over here. Boom. Annihilation we have next. Annihilation is probably like, it's definitely above 5. There we go. It's a 7. I think Annihilation is okay at 7. It definitely has like obviously weird flaws. Like for example, with Joker, kind of out of nowhere, why does he go into the fridge, for example? Like obvious stuff like that. Annihilation, sure, Natalie Portman cheats on her husband, Oscar Isaac, by the way. Like, why would you do that? But like that's kind of poorly done, and the way like the film conveys like her feelings or whatever. Next we have The Thing. The Thing, one of my favorite like movies as well, the practical effects and everything. So like I definitely think it has sauce. However, you know, I don't really think it stands over here at 9. Like I said before already, I've been watching old movies. I watched the Mad Max series, I watched Ghostbusters, I'm watching the Rocky franchise. And you know, you know, old movies, I don't really think they're that good, you know. So, I think that's perfectly fine. Carrie, the 1979 version, the first one. I think this is fine here too. Usually, for example, like I would rewatch this stuff. Like for example, when I was doing, what did I watch? Oh yeah, when I was gonna rate Fall Guys, I decided to rate all of the Ryan Gosling movies I watched, and I already watched like La La Land and the first Blade Runner. I don't even know where it is right now, but to be able to rate, I would rewatch it. For Carrie, nah, I did not. But like, I'm like perfectly comfortable with putting it here. Carrie, the remake, however, is definitely lesser than the original, even though I don't really think the original is that good either. That's fine. The Shining is another like peer pressure movie I have here, like peer pressure stuff. Shawshank Redemption and Green Mile. The Shining, I honestly do not like The Shining. I think it is boring as hell. Sure, you could say, oh, this is like a symbolism for, or this is interpretation for. You can interpret things however you want. The isolation, the loneliness, he goes mad, whatever, the hotel is cursed itself, whatever you want to say. But even how long was it? The Shining. 2.5 hours. I'm not even gonna lie. I had to do like years ago when I had a lot more free time on my hands. I had to do this like multiple sittings. 2.5 hours isn't even that long of a movie at this point. But I could not rewatch watch this movie. It was just really boring. And sure, like here's Johnny. The axe scene is scary, I guess, and sure she's actually scared, but you know, I didn't like it. Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile. Look, IMDb top 250 movies. Number 1, Shawshank Redemption. Not for me though. For personally, my experience I had with Oppenheimer, I don't think I'll ever goddamn get a movie that like made me feel the way I felt when I first watched Oppenheimer, and the things Spider-Man, Chainsaw Man, Spider-Man 2, the Parasite say, and that like I relate to, and honestly, maybe I add repentance over there. I don't know. It's not the same for me. I think personally, despite however much we try to keep it objective here, personally, I think Green Mile and Shawshank Redemption go here. But goddamn though, actually, Shawshank Redemption's acting is like really good. Same with Green Mile. Tom Hanks is like really good. However, I'm not gonna praise Tom Hanks that much because I have some ideas about him. Anyway, more with goddamn Stephen King. But wait, speaking of, is Shawshank Redemption Stephen King's too? Because Green Mile is, which I didn't really expect, story by Stephen King. It is. Goddamn. I don't understand. Truly, I said this before. I don't understand how he makes Carrie is fine. I believe Carrie is better than It, by the way. Well, just like slightly. How does he make like The Boogeyman and then also Shawshank Redemption, man? I don't get it. Where are we next? It's the first It. I actually watched the first It. I did not understand what the hell I was seeing. It looked really bad when I first watched it years ago. It looked really bad, and I did not enjoy my time. I think this is fine here. Again, I don't know which It. I think this is It Chapter 2. This one. I definitely think It Chapter 2 is not as good as the first It, I think, from what I recall. But definitely the first It was better than It Chapter 2. Next we have, there we go, This Is Fine over here, I believe. It Chapter 2, This Is Fine over here. Gerald's Game, oh my god, there. Another Stephen King movie. Gerald's Game, some people are gonna have a middle-aged couple is gonna spice things up. The husband handcuffs the woman to the bed, but then he has a heart attack because of the Viagra gives him a heart attack, and then he dies, and she's locked up there. And you know what? Thinking about it, I think this definitely would work better as a book. Because like right now, thinking about it, my mind goes to like the yellow wallpaper, because the wife over here goes crazy and starts to see someone or something. I feel like that would definitely work better as a book. Also, goddamn, degloving, by the way. That's like really gross. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm saying that was good. Talk to Me. Where is it? Over there. Talk to Me. It was a good movie. 7 is fine. I don't think I need to talk about every movie again, like I just did with Gerald's Game. I mean, I didn't talk about Gerald's Game before, but explain myself. Distance. I feel like Distance is, I can't put Distance on 7. Like, I just can't do that. So I think Distance is fine at 6. Stray. There it is. Stray. Honestly, like kind of similar to Journey, but like not as profound, I guess to say. That might sound kind of arrogant or whatever, saying it's like profound. Journey is profound or something. But I think 7 is fine for Stray. Outlast 2, 6. 6 for Outlast 2. Outlast 2 is definitely bigger than Outlast 1, and that's like something a sequel should like nearly always do. You set up everything in the first movie, and then like you expand upon it in the sequel. However, I feel like it's kind of too bad for its good. There's a lot of places where, why am I even talking about this, bro? There's a lot of places where you get lost, or at least I did. Maybe I'm just too stupid. Poor Things, nice. 7. Repentance. Honestly, like divorce and stuff like really gets me as a subject matter. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if I would put it at 10 or 10. I think 9 is okay with it. Now, here we come to Madam Web. So, look, everything kind of affects one another, right? Like at the beginning. So, for example, it's where's the pen? How do I use Photoshop? At the beginning, when you're first setting this up, you have these movies and stuff over here, and as you keep on going, it kind of gives you a clearer vision as to how things are. And once you cut, like, as more things are added, it gets fleshed out, and you have a better idea of what to do, like what to put where. So later on, we're gonna have like Joker 2. I don't think Joker 2 is a 1 out of 10. I think 2 is fine, but I don't think Madam Web is a 3 out of 10. You know, like they can both be crap, but like one is definitely crappier than the other. Like, oh my god. I think maybe I just increased Madam Web up to here and like let Joker 2 over there. Let me see what the IMDb is for these. Madam Web 4 out of 10? What? What? Joker 2 5 out of 5.3. That's insane, bro. The difference in these two movies. Joker 1, what do they rate? 8.4. How the hell is Madam Web 4 out of 10? Wait, how is Morbius? Morbius is 5.1? Dude, what? I'll leave it. I think I'll leave this. I think 1 is fine. Maybe I'll go back to like my idea, like what I had at the beginning. Maybe I just keep Madam Web at the bottom and then Joker on top of it. Next we have Fate. Fate was a game that I had that was like kind of personal to me. It was like bloatware on a laptop we had, and after years of searching, I found it again and then played it. It's fine. It can be on 3. Satisfactory. Satisfactory is nice. And got like its final 1.1.0 update too. That's pretty cool recently. Dune, here we come to another situation. I feel like Dune 2 is better than Dune 1. So Dune 2 goes on top of Dune 1. So that makes Dune, the first one, a 7 out of 10, while Dune 2 is an 8 out of 10. Yeah. Lisan al-Gaib. Next we have Destiny, another situation I mentioned where like, what do you consider? Do you consider it as a whole or like the DLCs and stuff? I think as a whole, both Destiny 2, 1 and 2 are just fucking mid, bro. They have insane graphics. The gunplay is the most satisfying gunplay I have ever played in my life. But again, with me, it's like nearly always story. That's like what I care about the most, pretty much. And it was promised to have like a good story, but it fucking failed, and then it stopped caring about it. Oppenheimer, 10 out of 10. Yep, we already did that. Ghostbusters. Again, this is kind of like rating in between each other. So Ghostbusters, the entire franchise. I can't do that, goddammit. So wait, I can move these. There we go. So Ghostbusters 1 honestly doesn't really deserve to be a 8 out of 10. I watched it and like it definitely was funny and stuff. I think I'm gonna knock Ghostbusters 1 down to a 7 out of 10. And then Ghostbusters 2, I think it's just fine. Ghostbusters Reboot 2016, that's like 4. Yeah, I think I'm fine with this. I'm just going to add or push Ghostbusters down to 7, actually. Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead, honestly, you know, not for me. I don't really like any of I don't like Valve gunplay, to be fair. I don't like Counter-Strike either. So I think this Left 4 Dead is fine at 6. Paddington, okay, another thing. Paddington 2 is 100% better than Paddington 1, and Paddington 2 is so great, and so it goes on 7. And so since Paddington 2 goes on 7, and Paddington 1 and Paddington 2 is better than Paddington 1, Paddington 1 goes into 6. I don't even have to explain anymore. Paddington 2 is such a sleeper. I swear. God dang, it's so cute and sweet. I love it. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 1. The first Winnie the Pooh, oh my god. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 1. The first one is like really bad. The second one is like just better though, but it's not really exactly worth your time either. I think these are fine here. Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight is a fine game. It's just not for me. Then we have the Godzilla movies. So, Godzilla 1998. The one by Roger Ebert? No. What the hell was that guy's name? What's that guy's name? Roland Emmerich. Roger Ebert. What the hell? The initials are the same. And the initials are the same. Yeah, this is good. This goes here. Was that 3? 2? Yeah, 2 is fine. King Kong. Like, honestly, Godzilla is like boring movie. King Kong, the runtime holds it back. Go to 5 out of 10. Godzilla 2014. Honestly, yeah, 4, sadly. The fact that it fucking lies to you too, with what's his name? Brian Cranston. The fact that it lies with you with that, not worth it. Not like right. Kong Skull Island, 6 is fine. Godzilla King of the Monsters, 7. I think 7 is fine. Because these movies are so fun right here. It's so fun. So I think they can go together, stay where they are. And then Godzilla X Kong, definitely a lot more fun than the other two. So boom. Yeah, like see right here on 8, you can definitely see a kind of problem. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Killers of the Flower Moon. No. No, absolutely not. I was bored. Oh my god, no. Killers of the Flower Moon. I think this took maybe 3 sittings to watch with my girlfriend. It was just so boring and too long, god damn it. Just, The Wolf of Wall Street also very long, but yeah, I think Wolf of Wall Street is good. It's really it was a really funny actually like comedy mix. It's like also very comedic too. I think Wolf of Wall Street can stay on 7. Endgame. See, also the thing about a lot of Marvel movies too is that like they don't work without each other. And so like it's kind of weird to rate them all together. Overall, I think probably the entire Marvel franchise like is like an average like 7 or 6 because like there are some pretty stinky stinkers in the Marvel franchise. But also they're like really good movies. Like it wouldn't be successful if they weren't good. The Watchmen movie, I watched the extended edition, just FYI, and I think that's perfectly fine at 6. Again, with a problem. Overwatch at some point, like before Goats, Overwatch was like definitely a 7, I think. And like overall, I think it's fine over there. And then Overwatch 2, just like sadly, no. Overwatch 2 is just kind of mid, if you ask me. Like Overwatch 2 is almost not worth it. Like, so, like add just enough like League of Legends, and it's going to be not worth it at all. Paladins, there's Paladins. Like look at that. The free competitive version now is like the same as the original itself. No hate from TF2 fans, by the way. Team Fortress is just fine. Invincible, again, I still need to watch season 2, but I think this is fine up here. Again, I think the themes or Invincible covers, that stuff really speaks to me. The Boys, 7 is fine. I heard a lot of good things about the season 4, the new season. God dang, I have to watch a lot of things, don't I? I haven't watched season 4 yet. X-Men 97, it was really good. Yeah, I think this is fine over here. What do I have next? The Last of Us show? Yeah. Again, another thing here. What the hell? Where's Repentance? Wait, what the hell? What happened here? Where the hell is the Binding of Isaac Repentance? I skipped it. Okay, Repentance. Yeah, over there. Right next to Green Mile. Okay, there we go. The Last of Us show. I think it's like actually really good. And I'm excited for the second season, even though it's going to like likely cover The Last of Us Part 2. I'm excited for it. The Last of Us, the game, actually like gameplay wise and everything, it is kind of mid. Yeah, I think gameplay wise it is kind of midish. Not even gonna lie. But the story, geez. Honestly, some people say the story is overhyped. No, not for me. I think it's really good. So yeah, honestly, it's kind of insane. Yeah, I think that's okay. The Last of Us Part 2 isn't as bad as people say it is, I think. I think that's slightly copium on my part, but I think it's not that bad. I don't think I'm really willing to call Outlast Part 2 6 out of 10. Even though some of the themes in The Last of Us Part 2 aren't really done that well. I think they're pretty okay. Fallout show? 7. Damsel. Damsel. Yeah, not worth your time. I watched it. Jeez. Not enjoyable. It doesn't really offer anything new. Other than the like obvious thing where, you know, it isn't a damsel in distress, it's girl power and she's protecting herself or whatever. Other than that, sure, it does something new, but overall the movie isn't fun to watch. District 9. District 9 is a pretty solid 7, I think. I wish we could. Honestly, people keep on saying they like want a sequel to this, like kind of in a Hunger Games-esque way. They say District like 10 or whatever, I don't know. But like they want a sequel to District 9. I think District 9 doesn't really need a sequel. It's like fine as a like one-off story of like some fucked up thing happening to a random guy. Avatar is just like space Pocahontas with like good effects. It's fine at 6. Uncharted. I can't even remember when I mentioned Uncharted, but the Uncharted movie it is kind of yeah, it's fine at 6. Chainsaw Man, we already dealt with that. Evangelion. Okay, are we gonna really talk about the Evangelion stuff right now? Yeah, they're gonna come up in a second. Okay, Evangelion. The end of the series very obviously has flaws, and generally anime in its entirety has like budgetary constrictions. The end of not the movie, the end of Evangelion, but like the end of the season, the last few episodes definitely have problems. But overall, I think, even despite that, I think it's like still a 9. Fallout New Vegas. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't finished Fallout New Vegas. I can comfortably say I've finished Skyrim. But from what I played, I know Fallout New Vegas, people say it's better than people might say Fallout New Vegas is the best out of Fallout games. I just haven't played it, and again, I've said before, I'm more of a Skyrim person than a Fallout person. Yeah, Fallout for 6 and Skyrim for 7. The thing is, I can be like completionist-ish and like watch a bunch of movies, but I cannot play a bunch of games, especially these types of games where it's a huge open world. And like, how many hours do I even have on Skyrim? I think I have definitely more than... I have 240 hours on Skyrim. I can't put that same amount of time anymore onto like some other thing that overall isn't important. Lego Batman, it's good. It's good. But wait, don't I have the other one too? Yeah, I do. That's gonna be weird. Where did I put... Are both of them? I would have to play the third Lego Batman game too. Because I don't know, I think they are the same. But then they are kind of better than each other too. I don't know. Okay, let's go to the Evangelion stuff now. This is gonna be hard to remember. The Evangelion movie? I don't know, man. I think maybe I can kick Evangelion movie up to 8. It isn't really the same as this for me though. I think I'll put it at 8. See what I'm telling you guys? This is freeing up 7 a bit. Although like I don't know yet. We'll have to see later. Now, these things are just pretty obvious if you wait, what is that? God damn it. This is... I don't remember what these are. Okay, let me I'm gonna have to recheck. End of Evangelion and then Death and Rebirth. I don't know which is which right now. I think End of Evangelion is... I don't know. I think they can both stay here. Jeez. Yeah. I don't know. I think this is okay. Next, we have Evangelion 1.1, 0, 2.0, and 3.0. These 3 movies are bad. Or they're like all pretty much equally bad. The third movie is maybe the worst, but even so, it's not that worse. I think it's fine over here. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I want to kick Evangelion down. Evangelion 3 down to 2. Or maybe just I kick all of them down to 2. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Yeah. Next we have Kung Fu Panda or like DreamWorks movies. Yeah. Kung Fu Panda. I think I'm gonna stick with what I said for Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda. The first one on 7, the second one on 5, the third one on 6, and the fourth one on 4. I think I'm okay with this. Yeah. Next, Megamind, then the Megamind short, and then Doom Syndicate. Megamind is fine on 7. The Button of Doom is fine on 5. Doom Syndicate can go way to the trash. This is okay. I gotta say, actually, Kung Fu Panda has a nice soundtrack. Right now, it's going through my mind, in my head. I like it. It is honestly sad seeing some of these fall. The Joker is the most tragic one. Puss in Boots, the first one. I don't even know if I want to keep it at 5. I think it's just kind of barely on 5. I can stay on 5. I didn't really like it when I rewatched it. I didn't really care for it. But the second one, though, honestly, really good. pretty good. I can be here at 8. And then Spider-Verse movies, they're already sorted. Avatar: The Way of Water, again, mid, just like its first entry. Absolver, again, Absolver I didn't give like 30-40 hours into, but like with the few hours that I did play, nice. It's all right. You know, different, and it's nice to have different experiences, feel different things. Despair, it's a bad game as well. Is it as bad as? Nah, it's a 1 out of 10. X-Men versus Street Fighter. I'm gonna call it mid out of peer pressure. It's just not for me, and it's fine to not be for me. The Super Mario Bros. Movie. No, but wait, I feel like I have to explain. It's just this sort of arcadey fighting isn't my type of fighting, I guess. I accept that Mortal Kombat is the more basic, easier fighting game among them. But like growing up, I was more of a Tekken person and also Mortal Kombat person later on. This sort of arcadey thing isn't for me. Also, it just might have been like my experience with it because like I was trying to figure something out with an emulator. So buttons or whatever might not be that good. That might have been my problem. Super Mario Bros. Movie, yeah, it's fine over here. It's completely acceptable. My Adventures with Superman, also fine over here. It's nice. It's different, or it's not that great. It's just nice to be. It's mid. And mid isn't bad. I'm telling you guys. Sure, like I want to have good experiences in life. You know, I wish everything I experienced was like over here from the 7 to 10 range. But like mid isn't bad either. People have this weird idea in their heads that mid means something's bad. Arcane, I want to rewatch Arcane before season 2 comes out. It's probably going to be good too. Season 2 is probably going to be good as well. But yeah, I watched it a few years ago. I want to rewatch it. I think it's fine over here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem is fine over at 6. La La Land. I want to make a video about musicals, but you know, I think it's fine over here on 6. It's personal to me, but also generally I don't think it's relatively as good as other things. Drive, this movie, I did not like it. It is it was kind of like a nothing burger. I don't really want to say that about some things, but like it feels like a nothing kind of movie. Like what's the point in watching it? I swear Cosmonaut Marcus has this saying about like, I can just put it on top of the video.
I think every film enjoyer such as myself has had an experience where you watched a movie in a theater, a film that was probably a little high concept, but you liked it anyway. And when you walk out of the theater, you hear the normal movie-going audience reaction, and they don't get it like you do, which is fine. But you might hear someone say this phrase, "What was even the point of that movie?" And I hate this sentence. It is one of my least favorite sentences in the English language. What's the point of anything you watch? To entertain you, educate you, show you something unique and transformative? Saying, "What's the point of this?" is such a generic and empty way to say, I didn't get that movie, so it must be the movie's fault. I hate that phrase so fucking much. So it really takes a lot for me to admit that when I walked out of Joker 2, I said, what was even the fucking point of that movie?
He finally changed his mind about it. And that's like I'm glad that he did, I guess. Mean Girls. Or is it Mean Girls? Mean Girls is a nice 6. I think so. Yeah. Let's move Mean Girls and Easy A together. I think Easy A is a nice 6 as well. Mean Girls 2. God fucking damn, Mean Girls 2 is 2 out of 10. I mean 1 out of 10, Jesus. That Mean Girls 2 was so bad. You don't even know. Easy A. Blade Runner. The first Blade Runner. Where is first Blade Runner? 6. The first Blade Runner also has a problem with like theatrical and director's cut. I don't even know which version I watched. I might have even watched both versions. I don't know. I watched it myself years ago. Then I rewatched it like a year ago with my girlfriend. I think this is fine over here. Or like not that many years ago. I think it's fine. Oh goddamn, I mixed up. Wait, boom. I think it's just fine at 6 overall. Blade Runner 2049, one of my favorite movies of all time, man. This goes over here. At a 9 out of 10. The Fall Guy. The Fall Guy, again, nice summer movie. gonna stay at 6. Fall Guys. There's Fall Guys. Yeah, mid. Mini games aren't really that good, I think. Okay, the Mad Max movies, Mad Max series. I think I'm perfectly fine with the placement of these. However, I want to say something here. So, IHE, I Hate Everything, implemented this rule.
This was the first movie that forced me to implement what I call the 30-minute rule, which basically means that if you decide by the end of roughly the first act that there is effectively nothing of entertainment value to you, that it is perfectly reasonable to turn it off and never think about it ever again.
And that's fine. While watching the Mad Max franchise, implemented something similar to that rule because I still wanted to finish it because of like completionist problems or whatever. I implemented a rule where like at the halfway point, if I still, not halfway, 30, like, and again, at the end of the first act, if I still don't like it, I'm going to put it on like higher speed, like 2 times speed or something, and watch it like that, just to try to get it over with quicker. I just want to mention that. Fury, I like that. I like the movie. I think it's a nice war movie. It follows a group in a tank unit. I think that's kind of unique. Queen's Gambit, again. My girlfriend said this isn't that good, but I don't think it was that bad. I think at most I would put it at 6, but I don't know. Maybe I kick both of them down to 6. Another thing I was gonna do was I usually don't like don't look at what other people say or think about the things, at least until I finish getting my thoughts out. But I wanted to kind of consult what other people thought on IMDb. Okay, Fury people say it's a 7, and then Queen's Gambit people say it's a 8. Yeah, no, I don't think Queen's Gambit is an 8. At least personally, not for me. So both of them can say it's 7. Dakar Desert Rally. It's fine. It's a more simmy game. I don't really like simmy games. Hades can stay at 7, I think. I want to play Hades 2 at some point if I could, but Hades is fine at 7. Inside Out, we're nearly done. Inside Out 1 and 2, again, I think they're fine at 7. I do think they're fine at 7. I really do. Yeah, I really do. Even though Inside Out 2 is kind of a cash grab like The Incredibles 2. I think it does in the end justify its existence. Disney Speedstorm. Where did I put Disney Speedstorm? 3 is fine for Disney Speedstorm. It's a copycat of Hot Wheels, and it's like, what did I downloaded the game. It's free to play. I downloaded the game, and I looked at something, tried to look at something about the game, and immediately people said it's pay to win. So, Katamari Damacy. I don't think we've solved what I said before about Katamari Damacy being squished in between Inside Out 2 and the Batman. God. Yeah, I think Katamari Damacy is fine at over here at 7. Katamari Damacy, really wacky. I know there's another game that's kind of a clone or like homage-ish to Katamari, but there isn't a game that's like similar to this. It's just like wacky too. I think it's fine over here at 7. I feel like we haven't really changed all that much. Maybe we've changed like 7 things at most. I'd have to look. Joker, there we go. We've solved this problem of Joker and Parasite. Boom, there we go. Parasite is 10 out of 10, I'd say. Joker 2, giving 2 out of 10. The Batman, I gotta say, apparently, I forgot, the Batman is like 3 hours long. Honestly, not even holding it back because of that. I was rewatching the Batman, like I thought about like DC projects movies when I was like reviewing the Joker 2. And what I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so I put the Joker, the Batman on, and honestly, I kept on watching it. Like I just thought I would like watch it in the background, but like it was gluing me, so it must have been doing something right. And the Penguin show. Is there another episode out? I need to look, by the way. But from what I looked, it was just alright. It's actually maybe I kick it down from 7 to 6. Oh no, it's on a 6 already. Yeah. And then I just recently beat or 100%ed Lego Batman 2. It's alright at 6. Oh jeez. Let's see how different we've made it. I don't even know if we've actually like done anything different at this point. The difference, I don't think it's staggering. I don't think it's staggering. So let's take this and put it into here. There we go. So how does this look so far? What's the difference? Not substantial. It did kind of even out like 10 to 8, kind of. Yeah. But like over here on 7, just like one difference, I think. Over on 6, I think it's also one difference. I'm not sure. Maybe it's no difference at all. At the bottom, it's also kind of more evened out too. Not by that much. I think we've just changed goddamn 3 things, bro. Well, I think we've done our job then. So thank you guys for watching, for being here with me. Check out Twitter if you want. Keep on watching on Twitch if you want. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everyone.